the series. Leo tuko kwa transitioning into marriage. I sure hope that you're getting blessed. Please, if you have a question, unaweza ituma saa hii kwa WhatsApp 0717400555 on text 20933. Without further ado, karibu sana Pasi.
Thank you very much, Devi.
It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Before hata tuendelee Pasi,
Yeah.
allow me to just tell the people that one of the classes nilifanya before niingie kwenye ndoa. I'm very young in this thing. Nilifanyishwa darasa na Pastor Peter.
Yeah.
It was very extensive and deep. Na mahali hata tulifundishwa mpaka mambo ya simu. Unajua hii simu hii. Rose Moando aliimba akasema Facebook. Let me not get into that. Karibu sana Pasi.
Asante sana.
Just before you came in, we were having a conversation with the audience tunaulizana. As I plan for my wedding day, not the marriage now, the wedding day.
Yes.
Ni nini nafaa kuprioritize kwa budget?
Very important question.
Wengi wamesema chakula, acha niseme kwanza.
Chakula.
Ndio. Utuambie tutaweka chakula wapi?
Food is for the stomach and stomach for the food and they will be destroyed together.
Mchungaji lazima atatupeleka kwa lelo straight.
Lazima tu nini, that is our base. Hapo ndio tunatoanga kila kitu.
Yeah.
I think kitu ya kwanza ni when you talk about wedding. Wedding is a 6-hour program. We concentrate on the 6 hours, and we forget the 50-60 years that we will live together. Na hiyo ndio ile ya maana. So I think when we are prioritizing in terms of budget, when it comes to the wedding, we have to really think about something that will be there for the 60 years. So chakula ni mzuri na keki ni mzuri, but as we are giving, even if you give people a full chicken each,
kila mtu kuku
yake na kila mtu kg moja ya nini, they will still see something that is wrong. So the first thing is focus on what you two are getting. Number one, the rings. The rings are very important. Why? Because you will have them for the rest of your lives. Chakula itaisha na itaenda tu.
That's true.
The rings are very important. Number two, photography. These are memories you're keeping. Things that you will always look. Things that generations after you. I love looking at the photos of my mom and dad getting married. Why? Because they inspire me. I go to homes and you see picture ya mama na baba wameoana for 60 years. But hiyo picture ya ile nini flare ilikuwa inaitwa violet trouser na afro. And that keeps you going. You know that this thing is actually true.
That's true.
So those ones are, for me, they are very important. That you make sure the things that you will remain with after the wedding are what you put your most focus on. It is good to, of course, you will dress nicely because then tutakuwa tunaona pictures zenye zinakaa ni kama mbaya. But vitu zile zenye sio important, vitu zile zenye ni less important, sio important, ni less important, we put them. And you see, when you're doing the budget, like as you mentioned, when we do our premarital class, and it is very important for people that are doing premarital classes, because in the premarital class is where we prioritize. It is where when we talk about financial management, in our premarital class, we call it matrimony. When we talk about matrimony, we have to be very categorical on what are we putting our focus on, not just on the wedding day, but even after the wedding day, as we are talking into the marriage, as we are talking into 5 years into the marriage, what is our priority? What is our vision? Where are we going? So we need to start the conversation on money as early as when we are dating, as we get into the marriage, so that Apple focus yetu sisi wawili ikuwe the same.
Correct.
But for me, rings, photography, you will remain with those for the rest of your lives.
That's true.
So you need to focus on those ones because they will be important for you.
Just before we go on, Pasi, allow me to share a question here.
Yes.
Someone wrote in, hata nimekumbuka as you were speaking. Anaitwa Monica. Monica anasema, this is a timely topic. My guy and I are planning for a wedding and he's insisting, now the guy, no fundraising. I'm telling him we should do it as it will help kidogo. So anasema, hapo Devi, munaona tu, how do we approach this?
That one is a decision that the two of them have to make. There are people who plan within what they are able to do and say sisi tunaweza kuraise 100,000, wacha tufanye wedding ya 100,000, and it is perfectly okay. It is according to the character of the person. You see, there are people whose character and personality hawajui kuomba, hawajui kuitisha, hawajui kuambia mtu nisaidie hapa. There are people who personality yao is, guys, come help me lift this thing. So it goes with personality, and when it goes with personality, we have to come together and agree this is what we want for our wedding. And hapo naambianga wanaume kidogo tu, you can swing it for the girl. Why? Because the wedding is more for the girl. Remember, the girl has been prepared from when she was very young to do a wedding. So if you look at the girl growing up, akona doli mbili, anazifanyisha harusi, it's something they are prepared for. For the men, they come, they say I do, and they don't even know what they will be doing. Because we have not been taught. So there are times that you swing it for her so that this particular day is more important for her than it is for me. Mimi mngeniambia nikuje na short, ningekam na short. But there are things that amepanga in order. But then again, it is not hakuna kukaliana. Ni tukae chini to agree. The same way the first test of finances in a marriage is done during the wedding. That's the first test. Where we test your abilities to manage finances together. That is where we test it, so that we know that if you have been able to manage and plan for 500,000 to do a wedding, then we know that when you get money, it will not take you out of the goodness of God. It will not take you out from each other. There are people who pesa kidogo tu inaondoa. So it's a very good place to gauge. To also now, and my people perish for lack of knowledge. I'll keep repeating that. The moment you don't know, and I pray that people, us who do premarital counseling, become very intentional with this. That when you talk about money and marriage, it is not just the genitals that get married. It is everything concerning us that gets married. So we need to understand, how does our money get married? We need to understand, when we talk about doing our wedding, how is it a plus for us in terms of finances? How far are we able to stretch ourselves? Are we able to get people around us that will be willing to give without really saying na pesa yetu alafu? Again, one thing that I will discourage, this one I will even look at the camera, I will discourage everyone, please kindly don't take a loan to do a wedding. Don't take a loan to do a wedding. If you're able to raise 200,000, if you're able to raise 50,000, if you're able to raise 10,000, do a wedding that fits your budget. Because it is more important to take care of the marriage than you give 6 hours. It's not even a day. Hata ijangi siku. It's 6 hours. No sooner had you opened your eyes than you're closing and you're married.
That's true.
So it is important that we take care of the future and yes, manage whatever we can get for the present, but think more on what are we going to live on as we move forward.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, Pasi.
Thank you.
Leo tuko kwa transitioning into marriage. I hope, Monica, umesaidika. I sure believe that umesaidika. Transitioning into marriage, and just before we came in, tukiwa off air, Pasi, you were sharing with me about the 7 C's. I think I'd love to listen to that.
The 7 C's of marriage. You see, when you talk about marriage and the transition into marriage does not begin on the wedding day. Transition into marriage begins on the first time you lay your eyes on the person that you believe you want to get married to.
That's when the process begins.
Yes. Because why are you dating in the first place? If you're dating not for marriage, then you're playing kalongolongo.
That's true.
But if you're dating for marriage, then that is where everything begins. And the first C of transitioning into marriage is called contact. That's the first C. The beginning point. I laugh when I hear people say love at first sight. Where most of the time inakuanga last at first sight.
Last, not love.
Because love is a growth process. I can enjoy being with you. I can enjoy seeing you. I can enjoy having conversations with you. They're important. And you see, when you talk about contact, in contact phase of the 7 C's is where we get the first impression. You look at a person and you say, hey, I like the way she's thinking. I like the way she's talking.
Yeah.
It is more of I like than I love. Because it is contact phase. You get the basic awareness that this is a person I can actually have a conversation with.
True.
This is a person I would want to go for dinner date with. This is a person I would want to go for a cup of coffee with. I would want to know better because I don't know them.
Yeah.
So that's a contact phase. And the two most important questions that you need to ask yourself in the contact phase is, do I have peace with this relationship? Because most people wanasemanga, nasikia tu kitu lakini God atambadilisha. Iyo kakitu wako katakufikia kwa ndoa. Do I have peace with this person?
Yeah.
Do I have peace with this relationship? Do I need to hide this relationship? If I have to hide it, then there is something that is a problem.
Red flag.
If I have to really go and tell people, ni kama si date, ni kama siko sure, wacha ile siku yenye itamachua. If I don't feel peace with this person, I would rather run. They might have every feature physically. Akona skwembeze nye unapenda, akona dimple, akona kipara, akona nywele za white, ako sawa. Amefit kwa profile yenye unataka.
It had to be square.
Lazima man. Unajua kuna watu wanakuanga na nini? Desires. The desires of your heart shall not be cut off. So, akona kenye unapenda, physically speaking. But there is a peace that you don't have, then murife.
Run.
Because it is important that we understand that this person that you're getting married to, if you are not comfortable with them in the contact phase, you're going to live with them for the rest of your life.
Yep.
So that thing that you don't love will amplify. The time that this person is growing, the same process, you will also be growing. The same process, that which you don't love or that which makes you feel uncomfortable will also be growing.
That disdain for that thing will be growing also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you ask yourself, do I have peace? Number two, does this person show maturity and respect? Because if that person does not show maturity and respect, then there will still be a problem even after you get into the marriage.
Yeah.
Because the lack of respect, the lack of maturity, you will live with that person.
Aita change when we get into the marriage.
You are not Jesus. Please remember, you are not Jesus to change this person.
Yeah.
Utampikia lakini bado atakudisrespect. Utampea kila kitu yenye anahitaji but bado atakudisrespect. Why? Because their maturity level has not gotten to a place where they can actually handle another person in their space.
Yep.
So that is very important. You ask yourself, does the maturity of this person allow him or her to be in a space where she can bring or he can bring another person into? The second one, as we close that chapter of contact, remember, contact is more on discernment, not decision. In the contact phase, you're discerning. You're not making a decision.
No, I get it now.
It is more of discernment.
Yeah.
You're not coming to say, this is the one. Not at contact phase. At contact phase, let me get to see what I like about you.
Yeah.
I like the way you articulate your things. I like the way you talk. I like the way when you sit, you first listen to a person. You're very respectful. You opened the door for me. You pulled the seat for me. That is not what is going to make me make the decision that you are the one. Many people, problem is we make the decision at that. And then when we start getting into the different phases, then we get to understand this is not ule mwenye.
Or we make a decision based on the face value.
Yes, exactly.
We are not discerning enough to know.
The second phase is the connection. That is the second one. The connection. That now this is where we start building the relationship. In the second C.
At this particular phase, I've made the decision.
You have not made the decision.
Okay.
You're connecting. It acts like a bridge for the relationship. That now you're moving from, you see, even Jesus had different circles.
That's true.
The first circle was 5,000, then 72, then 12, then 3.
Yep.
So, kuna mwenye ako kwa 5,000, acquaintance.
Ako kwa outer court.
Ako outer court. Hata hakujui. By the way, anajua tu face value. Ukimuuliza Devin ni nani, by the way, Devin ni boy mfiti. Anakuanga fiti, hata anakuanga kwa radio. Ni jamaa mfiti sana. What does he know about you? Nothing. So that is outer court.
Yeah.
Then the second one is now connection, where we start now, the Bluetooth device is connected successfully. Now we start searching. This is where now I want to know you. This is where now we have real conversations. What do you like? What don't you like? I am getting to know this person better. Now the interest that I have begins to form naturally.
Okay.
You allow it to form naturally. Usi force. Allow yourself to connect. Allow yourself. This is where we talk. This is where unasikianga mtu aliongea na simu kutoka 5 p.m. mpaka 5 a.m.
Akitoka job mpaka akalala.
Mpaka hata kulala. Akiingia bafu kuoga kuja for the second day.
Yeah.
Because this is where we now start exchanging values. We now start exchanging ideas. I get to know, how does this person think? I know they are speaking very eloquently, but is that their thought process? Can we have an intellectual conversation? Ama nitamwambia, I am thinking we can put up a business. Aniambia, oya Buddha, hiyo pesa ya business, twende kwanza Malaysia.
Straight.
Haraka sana.
Yeah.
Is it a person that you can think with? Is it a brain you would want your children to have?
Hapo sasa.
You start now. This is where connection, the emotional bonding begins. Remember, you have not made a decision.
Yeah.
You're still getting to know this person. Over and above the dimples, what is there? Over and above the cute face, what is there?
Yeah.
Is there something between their ears?
Yeah.
Because the more we get to know each other, the better we get at connecting. The better we get at, now I like the way you're thinking. But then what would you think about this? This is where we now start asking questions. Remember, all these C's are in the dating phase.
Yeah.
Problem is, we have turned the dating period into a feeding program.
Tunapiga tu lunch na
It is more important what we eat than what we discuss. That is not dating. Dating is for data collection.
Wow.
Dating is where you get to know this person. Go there hungry, not for the food, but hungry for information. Let the conversation you're going to have determine where you're going to go for the date. If you're having a hot conversation, go to Cold Stone. Unauliza kiswali kimoto, unachota.
Tuliza na ice cream.
Unapoesha, kwanza unasikia Why? Because that is what is most important. It is not what you eat. When you're having conversations that you know will make you be very cold to each other, go to Ujipawa.
Yeah.
Upate at least kajoto kenye ni natural.
Yeah.
So that is very important. That this question that now you ask yourself in the connection, the second C, is, can we communicate freely? Do I have to be very cautious when I'm talking to this person? Do I have to be afraid that nikimwambia kitu yoyote anaweza nichomea?
Hapo pia pasi ndio you also get to understand their stand on, let's say, doctrinal matters.
Yes, values. There is values.
Yeah.
Are you born again or do you go to church? Do you have a personal relationship with Christ? Can we pray together? Do you value family or do you value relationship? Do you want to have children or you want to leave the two of us? Ndio tena usiingie kwa ndoa.
Yeah.
Alafu unasema mimi nataka watoto 12.
Yeah.
Nashanga 12 watatoka. Mimi hata sitaki hata mmoja. Because in the dating period, you never had that conversation. So this is where you connect. You exchange values. You ask yourself, does connection grow naturally or do we have to force it? Is it one person that makes the calls all the time? Is it one person that is always looking for the other person?
Yeah.
Ni wewe tu unampigianga simu. Akiwa job, hata akipata miss call hajairudisha. That is not even a red flag. It is not even a flag. It is blood.
This connection is not mutual.
It is not mutual.
Yeah.
Now, here, it is important. The connection phase is for emotional clarity. Remember ile ingine tumeona.
Yeah.
This one now tumeanza kuconnect. I have to be clear. Before we go to the next C, I have to be clear that this one is the one that I want. And emotionally, we are connecting.
Yeah.
Emotionally, we can have an emotional conversation without really dissing one another. Then the third one is now where we go to chemistry.
Okay.
Chemistry, we are looking at social and emotional resonance. Are we resonating? with one another socially. If I look at your friends and I look at my friends, if I look at where you hang out and I look at where I hang out, are we socially compatible? Because you will find there are people who are not socially compatible. They don't know how to be around people. This is where now we start now getting more attracted, not just to you.
To your
Remember,
circle.
when we talk about marriage,
Yeah.
marriage is not just you getting married to another person. There are so many people involved.
That's true.
So am I comfortable around you? Am I comfortable around your people? Am I comfortable around your friends? So that tusiingie kwa ndoa alafu nikwambie by the way mabeshte wako wote bure kabisa. Waachana na wao.
That's true.
I know that I will not be comfortable with all of them, but the ones that are closest.
Yeah.
Can I be able to have a conversation with them? Ama will I get into marriage and then we'll have to start auditing the friends and saying this one does not add value to you, this one's of mine add value.
Yeah.
So that one is very important. This is where now we start getting comfortable with one another. We can go out on double dates. We can go out as couples and have a good time.
Yeah.
We can go out for Tungong Hills for a hike.
Yeah.
And I will feel comfortable around your circle, and you will feel comfortable around my circle. This is where now we get to understand our chemistry, our mutual interests. We love going to for drives. We are now starting to explore our mutual interests, what we like together.
Wow.
Then at this particular time, you ask yourself two questions. Do we enjoy each other without pretense? Do I have to pretend? Do I have to pretend when I'm around your friends? Or will they take me the way I am?
That I can be myself around you.
And I am comfortable. That I don't have to keep greeting people because you greet people.
Yeah.
That mimi nikisalimia beshte yako mara moja, naweza nikatulia na hutashinda ukiniambia sasa wewe simsalimie tena.
Yeah.
Simsmailie. That my character is not causing your friends to feel a particular kind of way.
Yeah.
So that is very important. And then the second question that you ask yourself is that am I emotionally safe around you? Can I be vulnerable around you and your circle?
Ama nitasema kitu iende kwa status straight.
Exactly. Very fast. Sema mademu wengine wanakaanga aje.
Yeah.
Maboy wamekaliwa huku. Am I emotionally safe? Can I say something without thinking, how will they carry me? How will they take me? How will they talk about me? That is a very important part.
Yeah.
That do we have that chemistry? That now you feel your relationship is naturally flowing. It is not being coerced. It is not being forced. You don't have to keep telling me, Sindio, tuko pamoja, we are still dating. It is natural. We want to be around each other. We want to keep talking to each other. I want to keep calling you. I want to keep discussing with you because I am feeling I am more inclined to you. I am feeling tumekuwa mabeshte.
Yeah.
So now we are not relying only on feelings. We are now able to even have deep conversations.
Yeah.
I can tell you by the I feel very disappointed. Unajua kuna hili happen, nasikia tu nikiwa chini. Na utaniambia acha ufala wewe, amka bana. So unalala ukilala nini itabadilika? No. That you are able to take care of my feelings, my emotional state at that particular time. That you are able to safeguard me from people around you.
Yeah.
That they will not start guessing, jamaa bana ni kama huyu hawa wili hawapelekani. And you know the world sees.
That's true.
We are able to see the people that are not together.
Yeah.
There are people who come to the office and I look at them and I tell them, let us pray for the will of God to happen. You know, now shida ya kukua pastor ni ati huwezi vunja marriage, huwezi vunja relationship ya mtu.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
Yeah.
The fourth C is compatibility. Now we have gotten emotionally and socially we are okay.
Yeah.
But are we compatible? Now in compatibility, this is where we do something we call the purpose alignment.
Okay.
Remember, marriage is for two people in purpose, not in purpose.
That's true.
So we are looking at, is our purpose aligned? Because you're coming to help me, I'm coming to help you. Is my purpose, my vision, my future, is it aligned to where you're going? Wewe unajionanga ukiwa Germany, mimi najionanga nikiwa Kenya. Tutaishi wapi? Kwa hewa. Is our purpose aligned? Is our direction, spiritual maturity, is it aligned? Are we able to challenge one another? Do you pray the way I pray? Or can we challenge each other to get into prayer? Or is it that mimi ndo utakuwa unaambia wewe ndo unaombanga sana, wenda utuombe? Can we go to the prayer mountain and pray with you? And align ourselves? This is a very, when you talk about compatibility, one of the things that many people don't do, and this is part of compatibility, is family background. Many people don't talk about their families. And that is where we are getting cousins getting married. Alafu ikifika siku ya rorashio ndo unaambiwa, unajua huyu ni cousin yako. Mama anasema mimi hata by the way mimi mtaniambia sitamuoa, ni makosa yangu Mungu nipeleka nini? Family background. This is where you come to realize that this family, there are things that are limiting them. Then gives you direction to pray, not to leave that person.
That's true.
What will you be praying for together? That you can sit down and say, by the way, kwetu. I give people, this is the first assignment I give people when they join the class. Draw your family tree. Give me your family tree. Let me see what is in your family tree. Because in your family tree, utasema, there are people who drink, kwetu watu wanachananga, kwetu ukiangalia kuna kuanga na nini, na spirit ya lazima uoe third wife. Polygamy is so loud in our family, but I am born again, but you've never prayed about it. And you've never been married before, so you don't know if it is still waiting for you. So it's a very important place where we look at the family background.
And it does not mean that then you leave this person.
No.
You're getting what to pray for.
Exactly. It gives you direction to align. That now at this particular time, when I start seeing things in my wife, I know what to pray for.
That's true.
I know this is a spirit that comes from their home that is trying to reach out to her. That's a zingine hata tukikosana. There are times tunakosananga na wife, and then we get into prayer and God tells us, si nyinyi wawili. In your family, when people get to this level, this is what happens, so that this can happen. So without intelligence on the family, then that particular place becomes a very dangerous place. Then after you review the background, the family background, this is where you look at your strengths and weaknesses. What are your strengths? What are my strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are my weaknesses? Are we this way, like we said last time, or are we this way? Are we interlocking to cover each other, or are we looking at each other? Strengths zako na zangu zinaambatana. Because at that particular time, you're now able to identify what are our red flags. Ni nini yenye inatuonyesha hapa, you are good, you are a wife, but not my wife. And that is why we are doing it before we get to covenant. Because when we get to covenant, kidogo inakuwa ngumu. Amos chapter 3 and verse number 3 says, can two walk together unless they are in agreement?
That's true.
So we have to have our things in agreement. Do our values align? When you talk about our children, when you talk about disciplining our children, do our values align? Tutakuwa tunachapa watoto ama tutakuwa tunachapa watoto? Does our future end at the same point? Is it facing the same direction? Are we going the same direction? Ndio tusikuwe future yako iko east, yangu iko west, na tunaenda tu. We have to ask ourselves those questions, and that there we are looking at the long-term sustainability. Sorry.
Okay.
The number 5, a very important one, is conflict. The 5th C.
The 5th C is conflict.
Kwa sababu watu wengi wanapoteleanga vita.
That's true. Mnataka tu mkae vizuri until you get into it.
Amtaki kosana. This is a reality. Sorry.
Swell.
And maturity test. Oh my God.
All right. Pasi piga funda lingine la maji. Wale watu wa conflict tunawafikia sasa. Watu hawapendi ngori, nataka msmailiane mpaka muingie pale mbele ya padri, pale mbele ya church. Aha.
No relationship is defined until it survives conflict.
Lazima mvurugane kiasi fulani.
Lazima. Because remember, you are two people drawn from two different families. You grew up in different societies.
Yep.
You are brought up in different families.
Yep.
With different ideologies.
Yeah.
So you're coming with your ideology, I'm coming with my ideology. These two have to marry. Hata chuma mbili ukiziweka kwa pickup na pickup ianze kusonga, zitagongana.
Yeah.
Until they find a balance, ziingiane vizuri, zitagongana. So when you look at conflict is not a breaker. Conflict is a maker. Because remember, for the next 60 years, you will not agree on everything.
That's true.
When in our premarital class, our conflict class is called the love dance. Because when you talk about conflict, it is a matter of a dance. If anyone has ever been to a salsa dance class,
that's true.
Before you get to understand the moves, munakwanga mmekanyangana sana. You step on each other, and anywhere you step on each other, if you get the move right, you will not step on each other there again. If you get the move right.
Yeah.
So conflict is not a breaker, it is a maker. It should make you become better. You should understand what is our major cause of our misunderstandings.
Yeah.
How do we handle our differences in personality? Because our personalities are very different. How do we handle disappointment? Uliniambia unakuja kunipeleka out na hukukam.
Yeah.
How do we handle disappointment? How do we handle offense? How do we test our communication in conflict? And that is why it is a love dance. Because you will continue. Marriage is a whole dance. As you move forward, you will get to learn how to move. You will get to learn a new move, a new slide. You will step on each other, but you'll never step on each other there again.
Yeah.
You will know how to move this side and move this side to make the dance interesting.
Wow.
So when you come to conflict, it is the steppings that we step on each other when it comes to the dance. But it should not stop you from dancing. It should make you better at the move. That's why we call it the love dance. You should learn forgiveness. Marriage is the one thing that teaches you forgiveness by force.
By fire.
You will forgive this person 70 times 7 and still bado watafanya ingine. Marriage is where you will learn how to forgive. 1 Corinthians 13 and verse number 2, I believe. Verse number 4. If you read that scripture, it teaches you the kind of a person that you should be. And that is the assignment I will give today.
Yeah.
I am a teacher, so I love teaching with assignments. That is the assignment I will give today.
1 Corinthians 13, 4.
Yes, I will get to that. It's 4 to 8. Because it tests it teaches you how to love, teaches you how to forgive. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. That is love. Now, when you take that, let me just give that assignment today. If you go and read that scripture, it gives you love is patient, love is kind, love does not do this, it does not boast. Now, go and put your name on love.
David is patient.
And then you pause.
And ask yourself.
Pause and ask yourself if that thing that you have said is true. Because that now gives you the idea if you are ready or not. So conflict is important because now conflict reveals several things. Number one, it reveals your emotional intelligence. Are you able to handle your emotions? Are you able to communicate with maturity? That I am very mad, but I will not hit my wife. Am I able to do that? It teaches you humility. Conflict teaches you kukua humble. That you will say, I am sorry, and you're not the one that has wronged.
Yeah.
Conflict teaches you that. I saw a small video of a father. No, it was a mother. The son brought a girl and told the mother, Mom, I want to marry this girl. Then the mom looked at them and told the son, tell her I'm sorry.
Why?
So the guy was wondering, What do you mean? He told the mother, means siwezi mwambia, mpaka nauliza, babe, nimekukosea? Sijakukosea.
Mwambie sorry.
So the mama anamwambia, tell her sorry. Zeba, no, but I have not wronged her. Then akamwambia, you're not ready for marriage. Because if you cannot say sorry without a reason, then you're not ready. It teaches you self-control. Teaches you how to control yourself, and teaches you how to honor people even in disagreement. That I will not raise my voice, I will not shout at you, I will not call you names because I am angry. And blame the devil. The devil is in Morocco even wondering, oh my God, I am not even omnipresent. How did I get to Caromindo? I am not even in Marigoini. You know, so at this particular time, you are assessing the character of a person under pressure. Because there'll be different pressures in life, and they will always come back. So conflict is not a sign that you are wrong for each other. You handle the way you handle it matters a lot. Very important. Number 6, as we come to almost a close, is commitment. This is where people think that heaven is a construction site. Nyumba yangu iko karibu kuisha. Ikiisha nitaenda binguni. This is the background behind that scripture. Jesus was living in the day. And in that time, there was a way of doing things. What way of doing things in terms of marriage was, if I see a girl and I like the girl and I want to get married to this girl, I would give her a gift and then go back to my father's house and begin to build a house at my father's house. And once I was not to tell my father that I've gotten a person. The moment he sees me starting to build the house, he would know this man has gotten someone. So he will start preparing his people. Remember, me and my father are not conversing about So the time that I finish my house, my father is just watching. Then he would call his people and we would go for the girl. That is why it was not a specific period of time. I would not tell my wife, I will come for you next year, December, because I don't know how long it will take me to build the house. But remember, I left you a gift. And that gift is what what reminds you that I will still come.
That's true.
Then when we start coming, remember your time akukuwa na simu ya kusema, oya tumefika hapa nini, mali wakikuyu wote wanakutananga Keno. Tuko Keno tumekutana. So
watu wa mlima tunawapenda
sana. Tunawapenda sana. Wote wanakutananga Keno. Kuna mmoja kwao ni Denderu. Alisema lazima wataenda Keno, wakutane alafu sasa warudi. Because it's a common meeting point. So you that time when they start coming, there would be a person who would blow the trumpet. Ndio maana wanaimbanga zirudi nyuma zikipiga honi. Because there was someone who would blow the trumpet for the family of the lady to know that the people that are coming for our girl have come. So that was a commitment. And that is why people go on one knee to give a ring. Why? It is a commitment. I am now committing. I have assessed all these things. I have realized we can stay together. Now I am willing to commit to you. Remember, we are not getting married yet. It is now me committing to you. Now this relationship has become official. At this particular time, we can call you fiancé.
Nice.
All these other times, when a girlfriend inaweza change, status inaweza change haraka sana. Leo tunaweza kuwa girlfriend, kesho ni ex. But tukifika kwa fiancé, now it is now becoming a bit more official. That even your parents know, that even the church knows, that even your pastor knows, that everyone around you knows that now this one is the one that I want to get married to. So it becomes more official. Families become aware of each other. We start now here is where now we start premarital class. At the commitment level is where we start the premarital class. Ingine, what you should be doing is the dating class. Remember, as Marriage and Bliss, what we have done, we have segregated our classes. There's a singles class teaching you how to love you. Wachana na kupenda kwanza watu wejipende. Then we have a dating class. Then we have a premarital class. Then we have a postmarital class. So this is where you start the premarital class. You become intentional. with this relationship. You build towards marriage.
Yeah.
You're building towards something. Then your commitment becomes steady and becomes mature. Then the last one is covenant, which is now the marriage union. What we do when we come to the church and we are prayed for and we pronounce you husband and wife, that is now covenant. Marriage is not a contract. What we sign is not a contract. It is a covenant. And a covenant cannot be easily broken. Now, at this particular time, we do a ceremony. We do vows. That is why we tell you to give your own vows. If you remember in our class, there was an assignment. Write your own vows. Out of what you have understood, write your own vows. And I am always there to assess. I attend almost all weddings by the grace of God. So that I can assess that vow that you have made. Is it out of understanding or is it out of feeling? Because this particular time, you are establishing who you are. Here, in part of our classes, we have our roles and responsibilities class. That now we define our roles. We unite families. We start making a legacy. Start making our vision become real. And what marks our covenant is faithfulness, communication, grace, sacrifice. Now here at this particular time, I can pay your school fees.
Yeah.
Because now you're mine. We can have a joint account. People start joint account at contact level. And then premium tiers. Premium tiers. So at covenant level, there are things that we can now do. My challenge to the people that are listening to us, don't act wife. Kuosha nguo, kumpikia chakula ya wiki before he makes you wife. Before covenant, you have no obligation.
Yeah.
Before covenant, you have no obligation, Mr. Husband, to pay school fees and to pay what? You have no obligation. Before covenant, you are still at commitment. I will marry you. Wow. When you get into the covenant of marriage, there, now you can do everything together. And those are the 7 C's of marriage.
Transitioning into marriage.
Yes.
My goodness. Wadau, I hope you've learned something. If by any chance you came in late, please, you'll find this live on Facebook and YouTube. And even after this, we're andika to transitioning into marriage. Leo nilihakikisha nimeweka the right caption. Just write transitioning into marriage with Pastor Peter Kanjagua. Please, you can follow him on his socials, Pastor Peter Kanjagua. Ama tafuta marriage and bliss. That's on Instagram, on Facebook. Hizo maeneo zote. Thank you once again, sir, for creating time to be here.
Asante.
Thank you for amazing insights and a lot of wisdom on that subject matter.
Thank you for having me.
Wadau, allow us to call it a day. Tupatane kesho for the Friday edition, the afternoon switch. Let me hand it over to one Sami Adika for the latest in the news. It's been real. It's been amazing. My name is David King. Grace and peace. Grace and peace.
Hope FM. It's now 4 p.m.
Listen and live.